Hey everyone, how is everyone doing today? My name is Sam and welcome to my channel, or I feel so cheeseball, or welcome back if you have been here before. So, all right, I have a pretty big, this might be like one of my best hauls. Seriously, this might be one of my best hauls. I have a good amount of Coach stuff to show you guys. Let me turn this around. I have recently just discovered Poshmark and Mercari. I've known about them before, but I like seriously started browsing on them just kind of recently, and I found a lot of Coach things. 3 bags. I got 3 bags, and a lot of this stuff, the things that I got, they actually are all kind of from a certain line, well, with the exception of one, but I'll show that. They're things from maybe about like 5 or 6 years ago, I want to say. We'll get into it more and I'll show you, but they're things that you cannot get in this. They don't make them in the store anymore, and then like maybe if you're lucky they might turn up on, like, which I doubt now. I feel like it's been so long, like maybe a year. Well, actually that was even less than a year ago. There maybe 1 or 2 pieces that might make their way onto the outlet, like for a second or whatever. But this line I really love. I really do love this line. And people say, oh, I love this, I love that. No, I really do have some love in my heart for this specific line or drop or whatnot from Coach. And it's kind of like, I kind of feel like if I don't get it now, they don't make it in the stores anymore, so it's out in the wild, so it's kind of like by chance. So I don't want to live out of FOMO. But like, I have seen things go. I have seen things that I was like thinking about buying, but I was trying to pace myself and I didn't get it, and then I kicked myself because it went. And anyway, so I have some really good things though. I have some really good things, and I have some things are still on the way. I even got something from eBay. And I'm still looking. Your boy is still looking. I'm still browsing. It is like, some people scroll Instagram. My thing now is I scroll Poshmark and Mercari, and I've had, without going into too much about it, I've had most of it has been a positive experience. Like, most of it has been positive for the most part. Anyway, so all right, let me get into it. I'm going to show you. So, all right, 3 bags, 2 small leather goods, but the 2 small leather goods, each of them have 2 components. So in a way, it's 4 small leather goods, and then 1 other additional item, which I'm going to start with that item, which is this coin chain right here. Okay, so this is from Coach. Coach made this. I found this on Poshmark. Okay. And I wanted to leave it on when I, like, for filming, because I kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Now, I have 2 other gold chains that I usually wear, and so they're actually, both of those chains are actually broken. I need to take them in to get them repaired. One chain, this will be the 4th time that I've replaced it in the span of like 4 years or so, and then the other chain just broke for the first time recently, and I've had it for a couple years. But anyway, I need to be careful with those chains. I need to, like, when I wear chains, okay, I know I'm talking too much, but I'll finish this point, then I'll show you this, and then we'll get on to some other stuff. Whenever I wear chains, I tend to just like leave them on 24/7. I shower in them, I sleep in them, I just always have them on. But I think I'm just going to get to the point now where I'm just like, okay, I need to like not sleep wearing my chains. I need to take them off when I shower. I did fall asleep wearing these 2 the other night, but anyway, I need to maybe get better about that. But all right, so without going on too much more about that, let me show you this chain up close. And then if you're here for like bags and small leather goods and not chains, have no fear. Have absolutely no fear, because I am genuinely in my heart so excited about these things that I have. Like, they're so good. And I'm going to talk about prices too, just to kind of like, because when you're buying stuff secondhand, like, even if it's new with tags, if you're on like a secondhand market site or whatnot, you're kind of in the Wild West. And I'm learning things. like as I'm doing it. So all right, so this coin necklace, so it's hard to see And I do want to get better lighting for these videos. Lately, I've kind of been doing this little makeshift setting here. It's just been easier. I can do it more on the fly. It's easier. I am thinking about better lighting if I do end up moving, which would be months and months from now. You know, I am gonna like consider that, and like I do want to have like a nice little space where I can film. So anyway, all right, so this is okay, this might be maybe about the best we can get. So it's a horse and carriage, and then it has like a little crystal on it on the carriage, like the window of the carriage, and it has another little crystal. It says Coach at the bottom. It says, and it is small. This chain, this pendant was, or this coin necklace was smaller. It was kind of smaller than what I thought it might be, but at the same time, I kind of expected it to be smaller than what I thought it might be, you know, because you know, you just kind of learn to figure that after buying things online. But I had been looking for either some type of coin pendant or medallion type pendant, but I had not found one that I just like. I hadn't found the right one for me. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna wait. But I had been looking, and then I saw this. I wasn't even looking for a coin chain. I was looking for other Coach stuff, and then this came up. So, and it says, it's so hard to read. I'll just kind of show you. So there's the back of it. I do like coins. I feel like coins are just, I like them. I like coins. So I like that. It has this other little kind of diamondy detail. It's not a real diamond, obviously. It'd be nice if it was, but no, little crystal detail or whatnot. So there's that. And then it says, one of the things, because I did panic for a split second about this, it says, you'd be like, why would you panic? But I'll explain. It says, it is so small print, but I know what it says. It says, in saddle, we trust. And the reason why I panic, because I'm like, oh my gosh, is that sacrilegious? Is that like, because there's, in God we trust. And I thought, I don't want to make it seem like I'm making fun, or you know what I mean? Like I would never want to like downplay that or whatever. So I did have a moment of panic where I bought it, and then I zoomed in closer, which you should look at it closer before you buy it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, should I just buy something like sacrilegious? Because I didn't want to do that. But I think that in saddle we trust, don't quote me on any of this, but I think that that's like a common equestrian phrase. So I don't think it's anything bad or anything like that. But anyway, I don't know if I really need to share those kinds of things or if I should, I don't know, but I thought I would. So I'm going to put this back on, but it does have, you can adjust it. Like you can adjust it. This was $61, I want to say. I believe it's made of brass, and this stuff, like it doesn't come off. So like if you don't have it clasped, it won't come off because that stops it. And then same on that side, which is kind of good, because, you know, I could see how those could get lost real easily. I was thinking about maybe getting a different chain for it, because I'm like, okay, I didn't know if this was going to be too dinky, but I actually, the more I wear it, the more I look at it, I'm like, I like that. I think it works, especially when I get some of my other chains fixed and I can start wearing those, and I can, you know, layer it or whatnot. So I really like this a lot. This was $61. This was the second thing that I purchased. This was from Poshmark. And all right, so I didn't realize, I didn't like think about it, that like you can make offers, you know, like if something's 60, you could offer 50. Sometimes I might be, the sites to me are so similar that I might be getting them flip-flopped, or they might be the same, but sometimes either Poshmark or Mercari will have like a suggested offer, because they try to like talk you into making an offer, you know, because they want you to buy it, obviously. So it'll say like, you could offer this, and it'll show like what 10% off would look like. So I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know that you could do it. I thought I just want it. So anyway, I just got it. So 61, I think there were a few more left. All right, so let's go on to, what should I do next? I'm almost like considering if I should go, sorry, I have a little mess down here. There's like papers and wrappings. Let's start with, should I start with the bags? All right, I'm gonna start with the bags. All right. Everything here is kind of has a theme, and you'll see what it is, and I am so here for it. So this right here, this belt bag, okay. This is a belt bag. Has the horse and carriage print. which this is one of my favorite prints of all times. Like, not even just one of my favorite Coach prints, but just one of my favorite prints of any designer, any brand, is this. I really like that. I really do love this line. I really do enjoy this line so much. If they ever brought this back, your boy would be dropping some money to like, if they ever brought this line back, I would be like, yeah. Anyway, they might still have a few horse and carriage things that they do make. Like this print may still be in circulation a little bit, so I don't want to say it's like not there, but it's not as, I don't know. I don't want to like say the wrong thing. I do see some stuff with this come out, so if I saw more, like I'm thinking, well, they do have that, they do have that. Anyway, I really like this a lot. So this belt bag, and then I was kind of playing with this. This was, I got it for $130, okay? This usually, because you see the same item listed, but it'll be at different price points. Sometimes even the same seller, I've noticed, will have the same item listed, but there'll be multiple listings, and some of it will be higher, some of it will be lower. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then different sellers will have it listed at different prices. So I try to like make sense. Okay, well, this is new with tags, so it's a little bit more. This one's used, you know, so it's more beat up, so that's why it's less. So I try to like take all that into consideration. I've really not shopped secondhand a lot, like hardly at all. For me, secondhand was like going to the, like, you know, the Coach outlet will have retail pieces. That was probably about the closest that I had gotten before with buying Coach secondhand, but I'm really enjoying this process so much. So anyway, I got it for $130. It was listed for $136, and I made an offer. I think I took like the lowest offer that it gave me. I mean, you could write in a custom offer, but I think I just took the lowest one that it gave me. And so I think I offered like 109 in change, and then the seller offered back, like they countered at 130. So I thought, okay, I'll take it. 136 was already, that's a really good deal. I think they said the condition was new. It did come with a dust bag. It didn't have a tag on, but I think it did come with like the tag, and like it came with the paperwork and whatnot. The only flaw that I can see with this one in particular is that this top part is kind of like, it's kind of smushed in a little bit, you know, so that's like the only thing. But I am okay with that though. Like, I am okay with that. I mean, I might see, I don't know, if there was something easy enough that I could do to like flatten it out, I would. But I kind of feel like when I use this, because this is probably how I would carry it, would be, here, I'll kind of stand up a little bit and show you. I thought when I use it, I'm probably going to kind of do that anyway, you know, so I don't know if someone used it and that's what they did, but this is kind of how I would wear it, I think. Sort of like this, like the model, because this was from the Coach retail, the model had this on his, like in the pictures that Coach took, he had it on his chest, kind of like this. I think that's probably how I would, like, not right in the center, but kind of like that, you know, to where it's not totally to the side. That's probably how I think that's how I would wear it. So I feel like each one of these things could have their own video. This is what the buckle looks like. I guess I could wear it as a belt bag. Does anyone even wear their belt bags as belt bags? I feel like we're all either wearing it across our chest or like slinging it behind us or something, you know. You could, I was like thinking, well, I could just sling it behind me like a sling like that, but I could, but I think the way the bag's shaped, it works a little bit better if I do have it going across like that. And anyway, so I'll show you the pocket. So it has this main pocket here, okay, and this one has the red microfiber lining, so it's kind of small. It's like a little bit smaller, you know, so it's just, you know, not putting your whole life story in here, but it's definitely part of your life story. I don't know, that was cheesy. So it has that compartment, and then there's no like slip, there's no pockets on the inside, there's no slip pocket. You have the Coach Creed, but no like little back slip pocket or whatever, which is fine. I'm not saying that is a bad thing at all, but it does have this back pocket right here. So you have that. So it has 2 pockets, one back here, and then the main compartment. So this right here, I just really, oh, the other thing I wanted to show about this is the hang tag has that on it. How cool is that? Just that it has a little bit of that print. So first item. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna do, so this came with tags. This came with, it was wrapped. It looked like it was factory wrapped. I'm thinking, well, I guess the seller could have recreated the seller might have recreated the factory wrap, but it does have the tag on it. So this is another belt bag, another horse and carriage motif, and this is also from the retail. This was also another retail piece. I got this for, I paid $150. And I think the seller had it listed. This is one of those where it was listed, the same seller had it listed a few times at varying prices. And I think it was like listed, the one that I bought was listed at like 160 or 161. And so I offered, I can't remember exactly how much I offered. I probably picked one of the pre-filled tabs or whatever, and the seller countered with 150. And I accepted at 150 because I feel like 160 is a pretty good price. I feel like I have seen where this has been listed for more, but I feel like 150 is a fair price. This was new with tags. It was wrapped, it was stuffed. I don't know if this one may not have came with a dust bag, but all right, so this is bigger for size comparison. See, this one's smaller, this one's bigger. Well, you can really see the difference more when I turn them this way. So see, this one has a lot more space. I need to like come back and do like more of a review of each of these like individually once I start using them or whatnot. It has a pretty wide opening, okay, which normally, and you may, if you've seen any of my other videos when I talk about bags, which is most of my videos, I don't like it when the openings are too wide because I feel like all my things are gonna fall out. So I've kind of learned to stay away from that, but I don't mind it on this bag. And I'm not just saying that just because I bought it and I'm like trying to get, I don't mind that it opens that wide on this bag. I feel like it fits the bag. So, plus it kind of has, which I'm still kind of like getting to know it. Oh, I see what it's doing now. Okay, I see how that goes. I don't even know if I've like properly tried this one on. I need to adjust the strap a little bit more, but if I'm wearing this and I'm out, I'm only gonna zip it so far down. Like, see, the zipper goes down here, but this kind of stops me. So that's actually kind of perfect, because if I feel, that's a reason why I don't like when they go too far down, because I feel like all my things are gonna fall out. But if I'm kind of if it only goes so, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could make it go more, but if it only goes so far down, that kind of helps eliminate that fear. But then if you, like, let's say I need to make these straps longer. If you're paying for something, you want to throw your wallet in real quick, but then let's say, okay, you have a moment, you need to sit down, you need to like look at what's in your bag, you can put it on the table and just like be able to have more room to evaluate, you know what I mean? So there's that. And then while I have this open, it has a black microfiber lining, and this one does have a slip pocket in the back. There's a tag there. This one had, I think it had more tags and stuff too, but I just did not bring them all over here. So really nice, really nice. I like it. I like the fact that this one has a double zip, because some people don't like double zips. I do. No matter how big or small the bag is, I prefer for it to have a double zip. I just really like this. This one is a single zip. This one's a single zip, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I guess the bag's so small that maybe sometimes when the bag's small enough, it's okay. I don't know. I have seen some double zips on some small bags though. So, but you can also, which I haven't played with this, but you can apparently, I almost don't want to do it, but you could take this out, like, see how that's open? You can kind of like maneuver that out if you wanted to. I'm just gonna leave it in there. This is how it opens. It has the buckle that says Coach. And then okay, this is the thing. This front zipper right here, this zipper was rough. When I first opened it, I'm like, okay, that's rough. But I don't know if I've been told this before, and I don't know if I've ever done, I've been told it, I've heard it, I don't know if I've ever done it. I did put a little lip balm, which oh yeah, I did. I put a little like lip balm. The packaging on it's kind of peeled off a little bit, but I put some lip balm. I'm not advising you to do that. I'm just saying what I did. I put some lip balm on the zipper, and that coated it. That really makes it zip a lot smoother. I feel like I need to do a little bit more. Like, I feel like I can do a little bit more lip balm on it. I was trying to be kind of careful, but putting the lip balm on the zipper, I should have done it before and after, because it was pretty tough. It was a struggle to get it open at first, and I thought, if it's bothering me now, if I'm out somewhere, you know, if you can do something comfortably, like in the privacy of your own home, when no one's like watching you and you don't have like someone standing behind you rushing you, if you can do something comfortably, then, or if you, okay, let me back up. If you have a little bit of a struggle when it's just you, if you're like out in public and you're trying to get something done, it is gonna piss you the heck off to try to like struggle with it. So it's kind of like, I know if it bothers me now, it's gonna really irritate me later, like the more I live with it or whatever. So anyway, but putting that lip balm on it made it a whole heck of a lot better. So has this opening here. Really cool bag, really neat bag. Oh, the other thing, it has these here, so if you want to hang like a keychain, I guess you could almost, if you really wanted, like hang a handle, I guess you even could do that. So does this one have one? I feel like it did. Okay, this one doesn't, this one doesn't have the keychain or the D-ring, but you could just use that. I mean, that kind of takes care of it right there. So it has those on each side. So that's perfect for that. And this one does have a tag. So really neat item. I mean, the fact that I got both of these for combined under $300, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so I have some small leather goods to show you, but before I show those, of the bags, the last but definitely not least bag, I cannot tell you how much I love this bag. I just love it. Like it's like love at first sight. Like, seriously, I love this bag so much. And it's kind of funny because it's small. It's a small bag. And if you had watched my last, I don't think it was my last video, but if you had watched one of my recent videos where I unboxed my new Coach bag or whatnot, that gray messenger bag, the gray League messenger bag. I think there's like there's a picture covering it up in the title of like the drooly emoji or whatnot. So it's that one if you're scrolling through. But if you're like in close to real time or whatnot watching this, but that bag, I was going back and forth between that size and a smaller size. And it's ironic that I like this bag that I'm getting ready to show you so much, because I was trying on that same other bag in a smaller size, and I'm like, it's just too small. It's just too small for me. I felt like the proportion on me, I wasn't sure about it. I thought, okay, let me get the more medium size of it, which is still a pretty compact size, but I thought, okay, let me get the more medium size. And I felt like better about doing that than getting the smaller version. But then I get a bag that's even smaller than that other one, but I feel like it just works. It's like one of those things, you might not think it makes sense. You didn't like the other bag small, but now you like a bag that's even smaller, but I do. It must be like a ratio thing or something like that, or just, I think because this bag isn't trying to be big, it's trying to be itself anyway. So all right, you're probably like, show me the bag. Okay, I love this so much. I love this bag. I love it. It's one of those bags that I love all my bags. I've just fallen in love. Love at first sight. All right, so this is I believe it's called the Dylan 10. Okay, the Dylan 10. It's small. So like but I don't feel like it looks dinky on me. I mean, it's a smaller bag, but I don't feel like a freaking ogre wearing it. Like, I feel like because it's trying to be what it is, and maybe I think this thicker strap, I think the thicker strap really complements it. The thicker strap helps. Like, if it was a thinner strap, I don't know, I think having this strap just, it matches it. Like, it's a thick, someone might say, well, that's a thick strap for a small bag. You know, you see big bags that have straps like this, but it works with it. It just goes with it. So this is kind of how I would wear it, which really, I mean, there's only so many different ways you could wear it. So I would kind of wear it like this, okay? Like, without like standing up or whatever, but you know, you get the point. It just, I like the way I mean, I feel like it looks like it fits me pretty well. I don't feel like it's, here, let me stand up a little bit. Try to give you a little better of an idea, so. That's awkward. I'm like trying to kneel down and get in the frame. I think because it's like not trying to be anything other than what it is. It is what it is. It's a small bag, and that's okay. That's all right. I love it. And originally I was like thinking, oh, it might be cool if I could take these straps off, you know, because like some straps are, you know, have the keychain, but these are fixed on. I don't even think I'd want to take the straps off. I mean, I think they just go with the bag like perfectly. They go with the bag perfectly. So again, the red horse and carriage motif, my favorite, one of my favorites. I love it. So has a slip pocket in the back. Now my phone, I have I forget which one I have. They come out with so many iPhones and they're all exactly the same thing, like in my mind. But I have the iPhone 14 Plus, like the biggest size of the 14s that you can get. I do like big phones. I do like, if there's like a choice between a normal size phone and a big phone, I like the bigger phone. I have the iPhone 14 Plus, and I have a case on it, which isn't a particularly big case. I'm filming with it now, or else I would show you, but it's a portfolio case, so it kind of folds over almost like a wallet, but it's like a slim leather at the same time. It's not big and bulky. That cannot fit in here, but my work phone, which it's a different iPhone, but it's like the same size phone. Like if you hold the phones up, it's the same size phone. That one has it's a smaller case, and that can fit in here. So I think my phone could fit if I didn't have this case, but I like this case on my phone, so I hold my phone in my hand anyway, so I'm not concerned about that. But anyway, so it has this slip pocket in the back, this pocket in the front, zip pocket, and then, okay, I'm going to show you the inside, then I'm going to show you something else that I thought with this. Inside of the bag, the red microfiber lining, and it does have a, kind of hard to show, but it does have a slip pocket in the back. I don't know what else to say. I love it. Came with hang tag. All right, I'm going to tell you how much this was, and then I'll show you this and I'll tell you how much it was. So this is my favorite keychain. I love it so much. I did an unboxing of this, and I've used this like every day since I've got it. I've just used it. Sometimes I'll use just the horse, and I'll take these other two charms off, and I'll just do it like that. But lately I've been leaving those on. This is the Chloe, I found this on My Teresa, but this is the Chloe horse keychain. So it's, if you're looking for it and you're Googling it, when I first saw it listed, I thought, no, that's not what I'm looking for, because I thought it was smaller. I thought it was smaller than what it really is, and the one that I had wanted was a bigger one. So if you see one and your brain thinks it's smaller, click on it anyway and look at the dimensions, because it might be this one. I wanted this one, I just thought the scale was smaller, and then I realized, oh no, this is the bigger scale that I wanted. So anyway, but it has this D-ring right here. I just think like this bag is small. Sorry, I heard my cat was jumping like on the table, so I heard something. I had to make sure. This bag is small, but it's not dinky. I think that's a good way to explain it. Like, it's small, but it's in proportion. It's small, but it works. It works. And then this oversized strap, if you want to call it that, and this like oversized keychain, it doesn't like overpower the bag, in my mind at least. Someone else might think differently, and that's okay. it does not overpower the bag. Let me try it with, and you could put other, I have another keychain that I'll put on here. Let me try it with just the horse charm itself. Come on. Okay, I'm doing it like very awkwardly. Maybe I would do it with just that, but like that's cool. Like, I feel like that's cool. I'm always trying to like get the horse to lay, like, you know what I mean, to where you can see him. That's like kind of perfect. You have the horse and carriage motif. What else did I want to, oh, here, I'll show you. And then this is my other, I think this is the most recent Coach bag charm that I have purchased. I hauled this in a video not too long ago. How cool is that? Tennis racket. Here, I'm always trying to make it spin so that it shows like that. So that it shows the C. Yeah. Anyway. That's kind of cool. There's another, I have the dice keychain. I don't know. Even if you had a darker one, that would be cool. I could play around with this all day. These were just the two that I had closest to me, so yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so this was, I forgot how much they had this listed at. How much they had this listed at, but after, this is the thing. I've never bought anything from this other website, but Vestiaire Collective. Okay, I hear about that website. After I purchased this was from Poshmark. Okay, this was from Poshmark. I only got two things from Mercari. These two bags, the first two bags that I showed you, these were from Mercari. Everything else, this necklace, this bag, and everything else I'm about to show you are from Poshmark. Now, if Poshmark has it, Mercari likely will have it, you know, but I don't know, just telling you where I got everything. So they had this same bag on Vestiaire Collective for, it was a little bit over $1,000. It was going a little bit over $1,000. This was, I got this, which I feel like, okay, I feel like when they listed it for that, they're just seeing if, I feel like they were just trying to like get a sucker reeled in or whatever. That's, I don't mean it like in a bad way, but I mean, if you wanted it bad enough, yeah, you'd pay $1,000 for it. But I feel like, you know how like sometimes someone, not even just with like luxury or contemporary things, like sometimes someone will list like an item for way above what it is. And I'm like, why are they listing that for so much? Like one time I was on eBay or Amazon and I saw Q-tips list, like a package of Q-tips listed for like $16 or $32, something outrageous. And you're gonna say, oh, well, it was like a pack of 4 of them or what? No, trust me, because I looked and I checked. Like sometimes I will see stuff like that sometimes where someone just lists something for a way high price, and I kind of feel like they're just fishing for whoever will, like they're just hoping someone won't know better and will just bite it, you know? You can't get this bag in the store anymore though, so you know, we are out in the wild now. But I got this, I forgot how much it was listed for. I think it was listed for I don't know. I think I offered something, I want to say I paid $110. I paid either $110 or $125, something like that. It was listed for like maybe $130. I don't think it was listed for more than $150. I don't think it was like it was like under the $150 range, what it was listed for. And I offered like $125 or $110. I think I offered $125. I don't know. Anyway, no, I offered $125 because there was another thing anyway, okay, it doesn't matter. But after I made the offer though, I did panic a little bit and I thought I should just go back and I should just buy it now. Cause I didn't want anyone else to buy it. I didn't even want anyone else to get it. So I'm like, I should just buy it now. Just buy it now. But soon enough, the seller did accept it. So anyway, this is one of my favorite, I love it so much. So anyway, so this, and I'm saying prices too, because like, if you're like, I call it out in the wild. Like if you're out in the wild on the secondhand market looking for things, I'm trying to like give context, you know what I mean? But it's like, if someone did have this listed for $2,000, if there's none left to buy in the world and someone wanted it bad enough and they could afford $2,000, you know, then to them it would be worth it. You know, it's kind of like art. Like art is worth, like, what is the thing? Art is worth as much as someone is willing to pay for it or whatever. But anyway, like what I will usually do, I'll say this bit and then I'm going to show you the small leather goods that I got. Like what I will usually do is if I am on Poshmark or Mercari and I see something that I like, that I want to get, I will search for it to see if they have any other listings in any better conditions, any lower prices. And you do got to be careful because there are like scams out there. So it's like if something's too good to be true, you know, but then you can legitimately get things at really good prices at the same time. Like this is an amazing price. It was like new condition. I think, I don't know if this did it have any paperwork or whatever? I have to look at the box. I should have brought all that over, but also the seller put a little free gift, like little free like nylon pouch or whatever, which I thought was kind of nice. They gave me a little like thank you card, which I thought was kind of nice. I have a good feeling about everything I bought, but this bag in particular, like I just feel like this is my bag. Like I was meant to have this bag. Anyway, what else? All right, I was saying something, you guys. What was I saying? I want to finish my thought, then I want to tell you about the small leather goods. Shoot, what was it? All right, let me think for a second. Okay, it'll come back to me. Like new condition. I don't know if it had any tags. I was going somewhere else, but oh, what I will do, see, I knew I would think of it. What I will do is I will search for it. I'll do a Google search. I'll search, if I'm on Poshmark, I'll search more on Poshmark. Like I always save everything. I always save it. Sometimes I'll save it, like I'll like it and I'll save it and I'll take a screenshot, like just in case the like doesn't go through. I'll take like 2 screenshots just in case sometimes, depending. And I'll look for it, because if you're on Mercari and they're selling something for $200, but on Poshmark with shipping and everything, you know, you're going to be paying like $170. Why not pay $170 if it's the exact same thing? Now, if one is new with tags and they charge more, then okay, then, you know, you want to pay a little bit more. I think that's, you know, I think that makes sense to pay more if that's important to you, you know. So I just try to consider all that before I buy. I try to get the best condition. I go for the best condition possible. Like I would rather, if something was new with tags and it cost more, I'd rather just pay that versus if something was like more used and less. Like I'd rather get new with tags, like as close to new with tags as possible. But then if you have 2 things that are new with tags, or 2 things that are both used, and they're one anyway. All right, so that, all right. Let me show you, let me do this. So this is from, these 2 things are from Mercari. All right, these, I want to say these card holders, but this one is not quite a card holder. Well, it has a card holder. It has this little, which I wasn't getting this. I didn't get this to wear as a wrist strap. Like I didn't get to do like that, but I was like playing around and I'm like, actually, even if I was out and I had it like that, I don't feel like that looks like terrible. Like maybe I wouldn't, I don't know that I'd like let it fling like that necessarily on me, but I'm like, if I don't know, if I'm out somewhere and I am using this, then actually that's not, it's like kind of a cool thing, you know? I don't know, that's like, it's not, I thought I wasn't gonna like that, but I'm like, actually that's not as terrible as I thought. I don't think it looks terrible, I'm not trying to say that, but like on me, you know what I mean? I didn't know if that was my vibe, but I don't think that's like terribly terrible, actually. I probably won't do that, but still. It has this card case. This I'm pretty sure came from the outlet. You know, this is from the outlet. I liked this. There was some other things with this, kind of the racing or the running, like it shows it in motion. I may get some more things with that same design on it. So there's that. This zipper pouch, so it has like an ID pouch, okay? And this, like you could put a card in here, or you could put your ID or whatnot, but you cannot fit a card, because I have another wallet, a couple other wallets actually, at least one that's kind of like this, but you cannot, so it does have the tag, but you cannot fit a card in here. A card will not fit. Even like I had one that I was trying, and I was even really trying to jam it in. I didn't want to like damage the case or whatever, but it's, yeah, you're not gonna get, it's not even, you can't get a card in here. So this is more for like change or trinkets or like something flat, obviously, but something like that. I like it when something has a zipper option, just in case you do have, you're like, all right, I need to be like, you know, extra secure, I don't know. But this is a card case, so this you can fit cards. This middle section, it does have an opening in the middle. This did seem kind of tight, so maybe that would kind of, you could put a card in, but maybe that will like, kind of loosen up a little bit over time. But anyway, what I thought I might do with this though, okay, because I love backpacks. If you guys know me, I'm a huge backpack guy. Backpacks are my thing. Well, these all are my thing. So, but what I thought, how like that might look kind of nice if I had this hanging from a backpack as like a luggage tag kind of thing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put this as my luggage tag if I'm checking something through TSA, or well, if I go through TSA, if I carry it on, it's fine. But I wouldn't check these in at the airport with this as a luggage tag hanging outside of it, because, you know, obviously you don't want it to get wrecked or whatever. But I don't know. I wouldn't want it to go through like that damage. But if you wanted to hang it from your bag, your backpack, as like a luggage tag look, or if you are carrying on, you know, for your carry-on luggage, how cool would that be to have this as like a luggage tag? So I just think even day to day when I'm not traveling, just if I wanted that kind of, you know, that kind of vibe. So I just think that's kind of cool. So this can come off though. You can take this strap off like that. You could even use that on something else if you wanted, and then you can use these, which actually I didn't even think about this. We probably could, let's see, will that fit? I don't know, actually these openings might be a little snug. Well, maybe that might work. I don't know. I guess if I was feeling real, if you have a key, you know what might be kind of cool? If you have like I have a few keychains like this that you can kind of use like through your thumb. I don't know, I probably wouldn't let them dangle like this. I'd probably still kind of hold them, but like that's kind of cool. The gold and the red go together really nice. Something like that, you know. Let me try on the, see? I don't know, like this kind of keep them together, and even if you were just holding them like that. So anyway, so these, they had these in other colors too. They had it in teal and yellow, I think even black, maybe the red one was the only one that had the horse and carriage like running motion though. So there's that. So these, all right. And then, oh, the last item is definitely not the least. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this last item. Let me tell you about the price though, then I will tell you about this last item. So this was, and these prices range. I see a lot of them on Mercari and Poshmark and even eBay. I've been browsing on eBay too. I may have ordered something from eBay as well. That I got stuff that I've ordered that's coming in. So the story does not end here. Even if I did not buy anymore, there are things on the way, and I think I will probably be buying some more. So anyway, I need to kind of stop. Like that's the thing, is like, I'm like, okay, I need to kind of stop. I need to like pump the brakes a little bit, but I say that and I don't. So anyways, this had a range of prices. Okay, this had like a wide range of prices. The seller that I got it from, they said it was new with tags. It did have the tag. I mean, it looks new. It does not look worn or used or anything like that. They listed it for, I want to say, roughly like 40 something, like 43 or 45, something like that. And I think I did submit an offer for like a little bit less, like 39. It was one of those suggested offers, you know. It says, oh, do you want to submit a 10% counter offer? So I thought, okay, well, why not? Just try it, you know. If they don't like it, then I don't mind paying full price, you know what I mean? So anyway, and the seller accepted. So I may go back to that same seller and I may get the rest of them. I don't know. Part of me is like wants to get anything and everything, but then part of me is also wanting to like, I don't think it's bad to collect I do not think it's bad to collect everything, but then part of me is trying to be smart. Like I don't like the feeling of when if I have like 3 of the same thing and I favor one, it makes me feel bad to not use the other 2. You know what I mean? So I am trying to be smart about not falling into that trap. But then it might be kind of cool to like mix and match. Like if you use this pouch, but then you have the yellow one of these. I don't know. I may not. Okay, see, it's not hard to talk me into buying something if I'm like interested in buying it. But anyway, so there's other things I have my eye on. these are one of them. But anyway, so yeah, so 39, but I mean, I've seen these listed for like $99. $70 I feel like is the average going price. But anyway, maybe, you know what, I probably should get the other two from the seller for that same price before someone sees this and goes out and buys them. I don't know, but anyway. All right, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water real quick. All right, I may do some individual videos about some of these, so if you guys have anything that you're interested in me doing a deeper dive, like a what fits inside or whatnot, let me know, because honestly, this stuff is like gold to me. This stuff to me is like, some people might say, oh, that's just a bag, or that's just a wallet, or that's just a card case, or that's just a small leather good, that's just a keychain. To me, this is gold. Like, to me, this is, I really appreciate these things. I really do. Like, they really do bring me joy. They really do make me happy. And I know some people might say that, oh, you know, that's materialistic or whatnot, but I don't know. I don't think it's all bad. I don't think it's bad to like have something and really value it and appreciate it. And, you know, anyways, this stuff makes me happy, and this makes me happy. So this is the first thing that I've purchased. This is the last thing that I'm showing today, but the first thing that I ever purchased on Poshmark or Mercari, okay? And I just knew, you know what it was? You know what it was? I don't know what caused me to search this. But I think I was doing a Google search. Maybe I was looking for coach, horse, and carriage print. Maybe, I don't know. And this came up in I think it was the shopping tab, of Google. I think I saw this picture and I was intrigued by the picture. This still has a little bit of the wrapping on. And then I clicked on the picture and I saw that it was on Poshmark. I thought, you know what? I want that. And so I did. I signed up, got an account just to get this item. I think that's what happened, is I signed up to Poshmark just to buy this item. And then after that, I saw Mercari. I'm like, all right, I'll get that one too, you know? And so anyway, this I've never seen this before aside from now, but all right. This right here, it's a set. Okay, so the tag on. So it has the coach, the horse and carriage print. Horse and carriage print still has the paper on the inside, and it's attached on this carabiner to this pouch right here. This reminds me of, like, you know how Louis Vuitton is doing, like, they have their oversized key case or whatnot. This kind of reminds me of that. This bigger one does. It doesn't have a keychain on the inside of it, but it just kind of makes me like think of that a little bit. So, all right, I left these tags on purposely just to show you guys. So here, I'm gonna take these off now. Let's see, do I have I'm gonna take these tags off, or this paper off at least. I should have brought my scissors over here. Let's see if I can just, it's like, so it's not on there tight, but there's like not a lot of space to get leverage. So hang on, there we go. Okay, got that off. Do I have any other? Okay, I just like leaving these on for whatever reason. Oh, here, I'll take it off. Why not? Okay, let's keep this there. All right, so they come attached. Like, how cool is that? This has the coach emblem, has the nylon. I don't know if this is from the outlet or the retail. I'm gonna guess from the outlet. I'm gonna guess maybe from the outlet. And then this opens up, has the microfiber lining on the inside, no pockets or anything, but a big space. All right, this is so cool. This print drew me in. So you can fit a card in here. Has a zipper compartment, and this is like a cloth lining. Has a little, or here, I guess I can leave that in for now. A little care card. So putting a card in here might be a little bit of a tight fit. Maybe it'll loosen up over here over time, but you can fit one in there, and you can also fit a card in here. So what you could do, like this could be a, like if you have like change or something like that, or like a, sometimes I know some people, like myself included, like I don't really carry spare change. Like if I'm paying at the counter, oh here, let me give you 1, 2, 3 pennies. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually now that I kind of wish we did that actually nowadays, because that was kind of fun. But I've done that before, but I just don't do that. I just usually don't do that now, you know. But sometimes I will take coins. Like I have, like for example, when I was in Ireland, my friend gave me 2 coins, and I found a couple of euro coin euros like on the street. So, you know, I'm from the US, I live in the US, so to me, like having the coins from Ireland, the euros, like that's kind of cool. So like, you know, maybe if I want to remember my trip, I can bring those along with me on my outings and put those in this zip compartment. You know, you could put your most used credit card in here, you know, and then I don't know, put all your other cards in here. There you go, your cards and a little love note or something. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking of like, you know how the Chanel, they have like little love note pocket or whatever. Maybe that's why I said that. But so there's that. And then I love how they attach like that. And you can take that off, and then you can use these like, you know, interchangeably. So if you wanted to use just one separately, you could. And then you just, but I like these together. I think that kind of adds something. I think they kind of add to each other, like they complement each other, having them together. Like you have this, I don't want to say wild print because it's not like wild, but you have this print, but it's kind of toned down a little bit. You know what I mean? This print, but then it's toned down with just the plain black. So I think that's cool. This part though, even just this, I don't want to take it off. It makes me sad to like take it off. I want to like leave it on. This thing is so cool in of itself though, and I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm not sure how we're supposed to wear this though, but I'm here for it, whatever way it is. So it has this like nylon or whatnot, and then it has this sliding part right here, and then this adjustable area. Okay, so this is like, you know, it's not going anywhere unless you're really, you know. I'm like, would you wear this like a lanyard? Let's try it on. I mean, is this what we're doing? I feel like that I don't want my hair to get caught in it, but is this like a lanyard vibe? Is it like too big of a, here, let me loosen it a little bit, come on. I feel like this thing could get caught, so you do got to be careful, like when you're adjusting the height of it, the length of it. Let's see, bro. Like, is that too much if I do that? Tell me, is that too much? Like, if I had just the one, like, because people do this. This is like a little, like, you know, your ID badge or whatever. Like, that size makes sense. This size, I like this, though. I like it. Is that too much? I don't know. For me, it's not, but then I like stuff that's not too much. Like, is this too big? You know, like, here, let me pay with my spare change. There you go, you know? You put keychain in there. Actually, put your wallet in there. Hang your keys. You could hang your keys from it. Put your favorite charm. Oh, here, that might be a little crowded. All right, you could put your favorite charm in a card case. There we go, that'll work. Your keys, you're holding your phone in your hand, you're good to go. I don't know, is that what we're doing? Is that how we're wearing this? So, let me know. I don't know how. Here, let me take. Or, I mean, is this like you having a little wrist moment, you know? Like, is that what we're doing? And then you have this little thing here. Like, are people wearing this around their wrist like that? But then you have these hanging, which actually I kind of like those things hanging, but I feel like I don't mind these hanging, but then I feel like if you're out somewhere, you're probably going to be like picking them up. You know what I mean? I feel like most people wouldn't want this much hanging. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it's supposed to do that, but I'm here for it though. I like it. I like it. Even if I just like, I like it. Even just using it like that. Like, hey, I love it. 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 I love it so much. All right, I could go on. I could go on. Let's see. I could go on. Do you want to see what fits in here? All right, if I outstay my welcome in this video, we're at an hour long almost. So, and I'm probably not going to edit this. I try to do stuff quick, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I like this so much. It even says Coach. I think this says Coach. Yep, it does. Coach New York. I mean, it's just every detail is like such a quality detail. Like, that's why I love Coach. One of the many reasons why I love Coach. I mean, like, I know it's kind of blurry, but it says Coach. I mean, this is just, Coach is quality. Coach is quality stuff. And then another thing I like about this is it's like they have this nylon, like you can't undo it. I feel like if I really tried to, I probably could pry it, but they must have like glued it or something, which is nice because then it's fixed there, you know, so that's nice. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how are we supposed to wear this? Are we just carrying it in our hands? Are we putting it in our bag? Are we hanging it as a lanyard? How are we wearing this? What am I supposed to do? I'm here for it though. I love it. I love it. I don't even know what they want me to do with it, to wear it, like which way. Maybe all of the above, but I love it so much. So anyway, you can carry your cologne, your little travel size cologne. You want to smell, give yourself like smell good on the go. Put that in there. Put your cards in the first one. What more do you need? What more do you need? Anyway. All right, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it towards the end of this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys. There are more items that will be shown in future videos, so, I mean, Lord willing. All right, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Lord willing. Adios. Bye.